It is my esteemed pleasure to recognize Mrs. Lucia Giavatto-DiLeo as a high school teacher of the year and the Ocean County Teacher of the Year. Both are indicative of how much passion and commitment Lucy dedicates to her teaching profession. It is commonplace for Lucy to go above and beyond for her students, to translate her wealth of knowledge and experience with her students. Mrs. DiLeo has been teaching at Manchester for 24 years. She continues to be a shining light for our school. In recent years, she has been the World Language Advisor, Cultural Awareness Advisor, used as a translator for our ESL students, and one of our dual enrollment professors. And the list could go on and on and on. She's consistently in pursuit of excellence and student achievement. She thrives on helping students reach each potential and making Manchester the very best it can be. As a highly motivated teacher with an outstanding rapport with students and staff, her daily impact on our entire student body is amazing. Each time you enter her classroom, you see experience, strong content knowledge, connections, high energy that is contagious. Most importantly, when talking to fellow alumni, Mrs. DiLeo is one of those teachers whose name always gets mentioned when reliving the high school days. That tells me that she has had a dramatic impact on many students with positive memories. As a teacher, that is the ultimate compliment, to know that your character and the life lessons you have taught have made a lasting imprint on the lives of their students. With every new academic initiative, Lucy is there at the forefront, leading staff towards meeting the goals and challenges of each initiative. Her positive energy and purpose to lead by example are the many reasons why our current World Language Department flourishes. It is without hesitation. Lucy has given her very best. So tonight, Lucy, we would like to thank you on behalf of the Board of Education, students, parents, and staff, as well as the entire community, that we would like to honor you and thank you for your lifelong commitment to our school district. Thank you very much.
What an experience this has been this past year. I was looking forward to the May meeting, actually, so we were really wanting to be with you. But we know the circumstances that came about have been quite unique. This year has been a unique experience for all of us learning. As teachers, we became students. All of the things that we learned as teachers was put to the side. And now we had to learn again and relearn again. So I want to thank everyone here, the board members here. I've had some of your students as my students. I have some of them still now. And I am ever grateful for you, for being great role models as parents and students that have made such an impact in my life here as a teacher. I have been here in Manchester for a long time, and throughout the years, I have quietly and silently abdicated the title. I've given my colleagues that chance. I didn't want to be in the spotlight, but this past September, when Mr. Adams came in, he took me off guard, and I couldn't say no. So I want to thank you for that surprise, and the surprises that came afterwards. I didn't realize that 24 years ago when I got hired here, I was hired as a substitute teacher, taking over a position for Mrs. Helen Benjamin, who unfortunately was diagnosed with a very terminal illness. And I think you need to know why I'm telling this story so you understand the passion that I have as well. 2 days later, unfortunately, she passed away, and I knew that her love for language was amazing. I was a French major at the time with an Italian and Spanish minor. So I went back to school, got my degree, and started teaching here at Manchester, and it has been a legacy. I've had principals throughout the state coming to me and emailing me and sending me letters to go to them, but I stayed at Manchester. I stayed here in Manchester because of those two people that are back there. My parents worked hard their whole entire life, and that's how you are here as parents. So I stayed in Manchester because I know what type of parents you are, because you're just like my parents. I didn't want to go anywhere else. I felt loyal to Manchester, and I wanted to stay here. So that move and that decision really changed my life. There were many decisions that changed my life. So I want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity of staying and shining. I love what I do in class. I love my languages. I love learning. I love teaching, and I love the obstacles that I have because that makes me better. When I was asked to be part of a bigger picture, not only just the high school, and I was being emailed from the county and states in Trenton to fill out the paperwork, I was really overwhelmed by it, and I had to write something about it. And I wanted to share what I wrote that went to the county and went to the state as well. And I was shocked when I was top 12 of the state. Like, oh my God, I can't do this. I would have loved to represent Manchester there, but I think they realized in one of the statements that I wrote why Manchester was very important. When I introduced myself in school, I have the song playing in the background, and it's a song that was sung by Whitney Houston, and she says in her refrain, "I believe children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier." And those words I hear over and over again in my classroom because it's my beliefs and my personal feelings that are based on one simple fact that I believed in myself. And I believe that these children that I've come to love and cherish through the years that walk into my classroom, they realize that I truly believe in them. And I believe in myself, just like my parents believed in me. They instilled in me a work ethic that was very simple and caring, just like you have in your children, and I want to share that here in Manchester. And at the very end, I said in my paperwork, I'm not going to read the whole thing because we've been here listening to my little story here, but at the end, I say that the last 10 years have opened up a plethora of knowledge, not only for my students, but for myself. Integrating technology in the classroom has opened pathways to travel the world just in room 106. So we've gone to all the countries that you could imagine, in Africa for the French languages and Spanish, in South America for the Spanish languages. And it's only a little part for a few seconds, but just looking at the kids' eyes light up when they are just traveling the world with Google Maps and the technological things that we use is phenomenal. And I end in that part saying that it's all happening in one little classroom in Manchester Township. In my message for the county and state teacher, I said I believed in myself, and once that belief is rooted, the branches will expand from the trunk of our being at Manchester, and we embrace whatever weather conditions or obstacles that come along the way here at Manchester, and today was one of those. In the seasons of life, there's so much changes, and being a world language teacher exposes me to the many gardeners of cultures that come here in Manchester. We don't know, but we have a lot of kids that come from different cultures from around the world here. And I attach to those ESL students because I'm an ESL student as well. English is not my first language, it was my second language. I actually was at 5 years old teaching my parents how to speak the English language as well. So I embrace my personal experience in language, and I spread my love to the seeds of the students and the people that have come along the way in my classroom. And I nourish them with the seeds of knowledge to travel to places they have never thought of before entering my class. And I truly believe that accepting any obstacles that come along the way, whether it's a violent windstorm like cancer, or whether the branches may break and the leaves fly in an erratic motion like our thoughts, we stand firm here in Manchester. I have always loved teaching here, and I tell my students this, that believe in yourself, that the season will pass and a new one will begin. Embrace people from all different cultures, from all different languages, and show the world how beautiful it is to be a hawk, a tree here in Manchester Township. And it's a place, a time, during the season now, like when leaves are changing, we're all different and all unique as the leaves that we are here. And I ask the students to always soar above our trees here at Manchester. And that's one of the things I love here. I want to thank all of you board members, the administration, everyone here, the students, the parents, thank you. This award not just goes to me, but for all of you and all the teachers and all the parents and all you students here, so thank you.